business is to check out the bathhouse.
Yeah, got to. We have our own portable showers, but you know.
How's it look?
Like a beach shower, like a public. We can probably do it on the beach better, but we'll see. This is so cool. Oh, we're gonna sleep so good.
Trying to find a campsite that we can actually use. There's actually lots of people out here, naked people. Plenty of space. We can go all the way down to mile marker 44 where the lighthouse is. Actually, you can see it in the horizon. It's way down there.
Seems like endless beach, huh?
Yeah. Well, looky here what we done found. We found a nice little pile of firewood, and we were trying to find wood the whole time. Now we have it. Ooh, look at those waves crash. Oh my goodness. It is very, very beautiful out here. But we gotta get this wood loaded up that we just found, and then we gotta get back to driving so we can find somewhere that's nice and private. I know this looks really nice and private right now, but we have seen a few people, and we're going for no people. So we're gonna go further down towards the lighthouse that you probably can't see. Then we're gonna set up camp. That's the goal. This is why I like an old, already scratched up, beat up Land Cruiser, because when you do stuff like this, it don't really matter that much. We decided it would be wise to take a quick detour while we're this far down the island and take a look at the lighthouse.
Supposed to be here. It's supposed to be built in 1800s. Well, it was earlier and then it was built higher. It's supposed to be still functioning and stuff. I'm not sure if it's open.
There are a few trees here, but they're very, very few and far between. Now you can see the little bit of trees that are here. Ain't very many. Oh, so tide. When we were just driving along the beach there, tide was almost at high tide, but now it's going to be going back out. So we should be good to camp any of those places that we passed by and hopefully not get washed out, because that would be bad. A little bit of history. Are y'all ready for history? Keep the light lit, shawty. Turn up. So they can look at the lighthouses and tell where they actually are by the design of the lighthouse. Did not know that. We are walking to dun 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 the lighthouse. Keep the light lit. Y'all might be wondering if I'm hot wearing all black. No, I'm not. Mine can't get hot. Man is never hot. Mine stay cool. I'm always cool. Even in my black trousers and black shoes and black hat and shirt, mine stay cool. We're gonna walk into the museum now. Found something kind of interesting. Whalebone. At least I think it's a whalebone. I'm pretty sure it has to be whalebone. I don't know if shark bone is that big. Whalebone? Could be. Feels like piano keys. All right, we found a campsite. There has been prior activity here. We have found evidence of human remains. That being said, it is still very, very, very private, as you can see. There's nobody else around us. I think there's somebody probably about, God, almost a mile down that way. And there's some people probably about 1.5 miles down that way. But other than that, pretty secluded out here. Now we're gonna set up camp. Just like that, camp is set up. I am proud of this camp, probably more than any other camp that I've built so far. I used Mother Nature to my advantage and didn't get defeated by it.
This is a great camp, but I gotta say, the one that we built in Florida, that was a whole other level. The spaceship was like just insane. But this is an awesome solution. Incredibly windy, so it is very challenging to actually have any kind of shade without it like just ripping off and then flying down the whole beach. So this was an awesome solution for sure.
So we have this right here, or then we have this shelter right here. Due to the wind, supports itself. How awesome is that? And yeah, it came out pretty good. I am very proud of it. It's like a big, massive kite. The other thing that happened that was really cool, we saw a F-16 just pull a hard turn right here, right in front of us. And it was super low to the water. And I was building this and couldn't get a camera out fast enough to record it.
It was awesome. You gotta be here to hear the noise, you know what I mean? And like to experience it so close, it feels like you can really just touch it. It was so cool.
Surf's up! Surf's up, SONYA! We're going surfing! Not really! Man, I just took myself a nice little dip in the ocean. That water is as strong as it looks right now. That's why you don't see anybody swimming out here. All the swimming is done all the way down yonder. But we about to do dinner. And I think we're about to wrap it up for today, because we're just gonna be sitting here chilling and just enjoying the view. And then tomorrow, I'm 99.9% sure we're gonna move down that way. So we'll be a little bit swimmable water and close to it. We'll see y'all in the morning. Oh, and the battery's about to die on the camera. Good morning, beach people.
Good morning.
What's going on? What do y'all have there?
Mommy found this all the way over there.
Oh, wow.
It's broken at the back, but it still has more shells in
It
it.
looks really cool.
We're back to make coffee after this restless night of sleep.
What happened?
Oh, we're gonna sleep so good. So we went to sleep, what was it, 10-ish, something like this? I feel like we all got knocked out pretty fast, but then I woke up around, I want to say probably 2.
Well, these tiny little bugs, they came through the net, and then I think they woke Mommy up first, or me.
Yeah, that's true, those little bugs. So around 2 o'clock we'll start getting eaten. So I think the wind died down, so the bugs were like flying a lot more, because it was really windy last night before we went to bed. And I was laying in there and I'm like, feel like something getting on my face all the time and my arms. So I hid my arms under the covers, but my face constantly feel like getting bit by something. And I'm like, I don't know if it's me. So then I look at Sonia and then she had her eyes wide open and she goes, I'm getting bit. I'm like, okay, it wasn't me. And eventually all 3 of us got up, had to figure out what the hell is happening. We had to spray our tent with DEET pretty much because there was no way we could sleep. It was miserable. It was
Right.
so many of them and they were coming through the actual net. Yeah, after that we were knocked out. Reza got up a little earlier, but I just couldn't. I had to get some sleep.
But yeah, so we're gonna make some coffee, hang out for a little bit, and then we're probably gonna switch camp.
Yeah, we're gonna try to see if we can go on the opposite side of the island for a little bit because it's a little safer there to go swimming.
Yes. So when you are sitting at a campsite, you tend to think about things and ponder things that you probably would never even really think about in normal everyday life.
You got a free time, that's why.
But we got to sitting here looking out over the horizon, and we were thinking, how far is that? How far can you actually see into the horizon? Now, some of y'all might already know the answer to this, so don't give it away. But I'm curious, do y'all know how far that really is when you look at that? At first we thought 30 miles. We'll go ahead and throw that out there. But both of us were like, okay, it can't be 30 miles because of our life experiences that we've had in Iceland. We was like, there's no way that's 30 miles. It has to be a lot less. Should we tell them how much less it is?
Sure, I don't even know how much less. My guess was first kind of like no more than 15 miles, but then I start thinking, I'm like, it can't be even that because like we walked 5 miles and we couldn't see the plane.
Well, you gotta tell them where in Iceland.
So this was in Iceland and it was completely like flat surface. We just pulled over on the side of the road. There is abandoned plane. Maybe you guys know if somebody traveled in Iceland, there is actually plane crash was back in whenever. So everybody walked to this plane crash and it's like about 5 miles, I think, one way. So, and I remember when we were walking, there was nothing there. You're literally just walking of just complete flat land. There's no trees, no nothing. So you clear see just like it is like the ocean. And then we couldn't see the plane from the road. So, and that was 5 miles. So that has to be it.
I guess I can tell them the answer now because people can Google it. I mean, this is 2020, people can Google stuff real easy. When you look out at the horizon, if you are 6 feet tall, then your eye level is about 5.5 feet. You're only seeing 3 miles.
3 miles?
3 miles. That's 3 miles.
So what do we see? 2.5?
I know, right?
We definitely know 6 feet.
And I also read that if you're in the water, then all you can see is a mile away from you. If you're like sitting in the water.
If you in the water, you only see 1 mile away. But
Yeah,
if you
because
standing,
you're lower, but if you're
you
standing-
would be about 3 miles.
Yeah, there's a formula for it.
Wow, so I was like even off with the plane. Okay, so when we were walking towards this plane, right, we parked on the side of the road. Eventually, we got to the point that we didn't see the plane yet. But if you turn around, we didn't see the cars either. So that's why I'm like, so it's even less than 5 hours. So I was gonna say, I amended my answer to 5 miles because that makes more sense. But that was not even 5 miles. Wow.
So there's no way I could swim out there. Because I thought it was 30 miles, but I was like, I can't swim 30 miles. That's 3 miles. There's no way I can swim out there.
If it's 3 miles all I see, then I can make it 3 miles.
I just said that. I couldn't swim all the way out there at 3 miles. Kat, on the other hand, says,
I'm very confident in my swimming abilities. I could swim 3 miles. But Reza's swimming style different way than mine. I preserve my energy drastically compared to the way he swims.
Well,
so I can definitely make it. It's gonna take me a minute, but I can make 3 miles.
well, there's no way in hell I'm swimming 3 miles. All right, it's almost noon, hottest time of the day, and we're gonna go ahead and shift camps now and go to the other side, where it's a little bit more, I guess, pleasant for swimming and stuff like that. I actually like this spot though. It was a good spot. We are at mile marker 37, but now people are starting to come around us, so we're gonna shift further around to the other side of the island. I mean, they're still like a half a mile away from us, but they're close enough.
Too close.
Shower system, must have. So the area that we are going to is going to be a lot more flat and not these pounding waves. As you can see, it's even more flat the further you go down that way. Wow, look how wide the beach is here. They're camped out all the way over there and the dunes are huge.
We're about to see ocean on both sides.
Phew. It is hot. Land Cruiser is right there. And I'm about to join Sonya and Kat and see what they are up to. What are y'all doing?
We were walking on that sand bar, which is very interesting because the water pushes from this side and it pushes from this side at the same time at some spot.
And instead of like trying to pull us out, it's like pushing us in, so it's hard to walk, and it comes from different directions and it pushes you different ways, so it's hard to walk over there.
Oh. All right, about to go swimming in shark-infested waters. Come and join me. Not really sure how good you're gonna be able to hear us at this point because the phone's been underwater several times. I've been trying to film the crabs and the fish that are right at our feet. But this place is really cool.
This place is awesome, like really cool. I was actually just sitting here and the fish was nibbling on my hand.
And it wasn't a shark. Just had a nice little swim. You enjoy your swim, Blizzle?
Sorta.
Yeah?
You can have the goggles back.
You didn't enjoy it? I enjoyed the swim.
I'm learning how to swim with my face up instead of underwater.
Yeah. Originally, we just came over here to chill for a second, and that little second has turned into an hour and some change now, probably.
Yeah. I mean, we've been here at least 3 hours. Hey, let's do a quick stop. Took a look, half a day.
Caught a little baby crab. No, actually, it was a full-size crab.
It was a full-size crab, yeah.
Didn't catch any fish, even though there's lots of fish out there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's lots of people over here now. But I mean, they get dropped off by what seems like a little tour
Beach
guide
shuttle,
thing.
Yeah, I think they take a ferry from another island here and then they just take them from that spot and then bring them around. They seem to come in every like 30-ish minutes or so.
Yeah. But we need to eat, so to eat we must set up camp.
Yes.
Blizzle, you got a shell?
Got a shell.
Nice one.
And I found a mini one, but then I couldn't find it. Found it, I dropped it, but then Mama said we had to go.
Finally found another campground, and here it is. We are all the way on the back side of the island now. It's a beautiful sunset, and we are going to be calling it a night soon. Our fire is going great. We're about to have some tea. Let me show y'all dinner. Dinner was delicious. We had dinner on the fire, thanks to wifey. But this is our last night and tomorrow's our last day. Good morning and welcome all to our third and final day on Gilligan's Island. Today is going to be very special because once I get this fire back built up right, we are going to be having French toast for breakfast. And we had a pretty decent night's sleep. Look at that bread. That bread looks awesome. How did you sleep last night?
Slept good. It was so windy, I thought we were going to get blown away.
Yeah, I actually really like this campsite that we're at right now. Probably better than the one we were at last time. Minus the sun. The way that the sun comes at this area makes it kind of hard to have shade and no wind.
Yes.
Other than that though, I mean, you got these beautiful dunes behind you. You have this beautiful beach. There's hardly any traffic this far down. It's very, very, very nice. And there's a little like, what you call it? Sandbar right here that makes little pools and stuff, so it's very safe to play in the ocean over here. Yeah, it's just a really, really cool spot. But now we're about to have breakfast and then, oh wow, look, park ranger. Park ranger on the loose. There they go. Saving the turtles. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. We got some bananas. We got French toast, blueberries.
Coffee is about to come up.
And coffee is on the way. This is the ultimate tool that you need in any survival scenario. The Ontario Rat 7. And I'm not sponsored by these, but it'd be great because those are my initials.
Are you just gonna
Breakfast served to order on the
place
beach.
looks like.
You like your breakfast?
Yes.
You like your breakfast?
Yes.
Too much delicious.
Too much.
So what are we doing today? What's the plan, ladies?
Mommy said that a little later we'll go to that place we were at yesterday. Sort of like a kid's pool, sort of.
These people are filming us.
I know. They're filming us. We're filming them.
That is hilarious. But yeah, we're gonna go swim for a little bit and then we're gonna have to pack up, and about 1:30 we're gonna have to head back towards the ferry because we're all the way on the opposite side of the island. So we need to make sure we be there for what, 2:30?
Yeah.
And then 3 o'clock is our ferry ride, and after that we are heading back home. We're gonna pull through another 9-hour drive.
That's the plan. Camp is torn down. We got all of our trash. About to head over to the kiddie pool, play around in the kiddie pool, and then head to the ferry. And we don't have very much time left at all. It's already noon, as you can see by the shadows. And I wanted to explore that side of the island. Hopefully we can drive over there just a tad bit and then come back this way, splash around in the pool, and then get our ferry ride. And our ferry ride is at 3 o'clock, so we gotta be there at 2:30. So we gotta make moves. And we made it back to the kiddie pool and we've been having so much fun. As you can see, we are in the middle of the ocean. I'll swirl the camera around so you can see. Wow, look at that. In the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the ocean. But yeah, we've had a great time here. I think this is definitely gonna be a spot that we will come back to many, many times again in the future because you can camp, you can off-road, you can drive on sand, you can swim. Like, look at this water.
Fish, if you guys want to come fishing,
oh, man.
fishing is off the chain.
If you're a fisherman,
as well.
This is like a great destination and it's pristine. It's like solitude. Everything that you could want except for like bougie stuff like hotels and like casinos and stuff like that.
This is pure nature.
Yes, a nature trip. And there's lots of fish in this water and crabs and just like all kind of stuff floating around with you. So if you don't like fish in the water with you, you might not want to come here.
But overall, definitely been an amazing trip. We had an awesome, 3 days, 2 nights on here. We're about to rinse the salty water off of us, hop in our Land Cruiser, and then...
Got a 9-hour ride back to Atlanta. Yeah, this thing is recording. I am so sad. We are leaving the perfect holiday vacation place.
Yes, this was great. But I don't know how much longer we could take and just straight up on the beach too.
Yeah.
Problem is there's no shade, so that's kind of tricky, but it was a really good time. Really good time.
We'll be back.
We definitely will be back to this
Yes.
spot.
Regular old afternoon canoe. I mean, not canoe. Commute. Canoe. What is a canoe? I just made up a word.